Hi, my name is Ren. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm just gonna give a little intro as to who I am, what I'm doing, kind of touch on why we're even here. Everyone loves talking about their dreams, but nobody really talks about the hard parts that come with chasing them. The disappointment, the failures, the mistakes, the moments where you realize you have absolutely no idea what you're doing, and the learning. So much learning. But the pride that comes from doing something difficult, something that you're not even sure that you could do, it's just immeasurable how you feel. 2 years ago, this was just a dream of mine. I spent countless nights watching van conversion videos, probably every single one that YouTube had to offer. I was falling asleep listening to people explain AC and DC power when before that I only knew AC/DC was a band. I honestly still don't even fully understand it, and it's like learning a completely different language, one that I'm definitely not fluent in. But I've learned something very important along the way. Almost everything is figure-outable. I couldn't afford one of the big name brand van conversions. I couldn't even afford some of the smaller companies converting vans into dog grooming salons. But what I did have was a pair of hands, a willingness to learn, and a dad who is pretty much a jack of all trades. Growing up, I was taught that I could learn anything, do anything, become anything I wanted to, as long as I was willing to put in the work. So I bought a van, and she's old, and she's so rusty, and she's definitely seen better days, but she's mine. And somehow this rusty old van might be the thing that helps turn a dream into reality. The thing with this van, it was converted already into a wheelchair, and then it's through the van completely, these little brackets, but they're flush with the van. But the problem is I found a lot of rust in the van that I have to take care of, so I have to take these out. Yeah, that little bit of a side rail, but that was just the bane of my existence, getting those tracks taken out, and I haven't even gotten the flooring taken out yet. That's probably gonna be episode 3. Yeah, so the goal of this van is I want to be able to pull up to a client's house and have everything I need running inside without the engine running. The floors need to be waterproof, the electrical system has to work, the plumbing has to work, and if you've ever seen a husky getting a bath, you'll understand why waterproofing is just non-negotiable. At that point, you might as well just park the van in the ocean. Speaking of the ocean, it sounds like such a weird small thing. One of my biggest dreams is to be able to groom dogs by the water. I want to open the van doors and see the waves. I want to smell the salt in the air, and I just want to be there while grooming dogs. Like, be able to have that as my job, and also like being able to just see the ocean. It's amazing. And I also live in Florida, so it is possible. There's probably 1,000 permits, regulations, and 100 things I haven't even thought about yet standing between me and that goal. But that's kind of what this whole journey is about, figuring things out one step at a time. A little bit about me. I have been a professional dog groomer for a little over 5 years. My aunt taught me everything she knew, and eventually I packed up my life in Ohio and moved to Florida with my husband so I could learn the trade. The ocean was definitely a bonus. Over the years, I've continued learning through grooming expos, classes, and by following some of the best groomers in the industry online. The more I've learned, the more I've just fallen absolutely in love with it. I love the transformations, and I love having dogs leave better than when they arrived. It's just so satisfying to me. I love helping owners take better care of their pets. One of the most rewarding jobs I've ever had. Dog grooming, this is my passion in life. I don't think I would ever want to do anything else. However, it is one of the hardest jobs I've ever had. My body hurts a lot more than I would like to admit, and some days are just physically exhausting, and it's so heartbreaking when a neglected dog comes into my care. But being able to help that dog, even for a few hours, it's a privilege I'll never take for granted. But maybe that's why this van means so much to me, because it's not really about the van. It's about building a life that gives me more freedom, more opportunities, and the chance to just keep growing. Because this channel also just isn't about converting a van, it's about becoming the person capable of building it. And if I'm being honest, it's something I'm still working on every single day. But if you want to follow along while I learn new skills, make a lot of mistakes, and groom some dogs, slowly turn this rust bucket into a mobile grooming salon, you're in the right place. But however, this van is not the only project I'm working on. I also play games, a lot of PC games, and I might show some of those. I don't know. I read. I don't know if I'm going to include that in this channel or not, but I do read. And over the past few years, I have realized there's a lot of things in my life that I want to improve, not just my business, but myself too. So So along the way, I'll probably be sharing some of my health and weight loss journey. Just another example of trying to build a better future one small step at a time. And I hope that you can go along with me. The episodes might be a little slow coming out because I am currently editing the first episode and I do already have the clips for the second episode, but after that I am fully caught up and everything that I'm going to be recording is stuff that I'll be doing in real time. So it's going to take a little bit longer for me to get some of the episodes out, but I hope that everyone will be patient and stay with me, and I just thank you so much for joining me in this journey. And yeah, again, hi, I'm Ren and I'm just this random girl that popped up on your page, and I hope that you will enjoy my videos.